Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Do you love precious metals? If so, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button because I will give you the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date recent information in the world of precious metals. I am your guide. This is your channel. Welcome. With that said, let's jump into the video. So can you fail at stacking silver? You definitely can. Just because you are buying coins does not mean you're going to profit on these coins. I hate to say it, but it's true. Actually, a lot of people don't even break even investing in the precious metals, and that's why I make so many types of educational tips, tricks, things that you can use to apply to your own silver stack, right? Because precious metals is a very diverse type of investment, but I don't think a lot of people understand the whole point of precious metals, the whole point of investing into gold and silver. It's a completely different market than stocks, than cryptocurrency, right? Precious metals is more of a hedge against inflation. You're preserving your money, you're preserving your actual money as the dollar deflates. It's like transferring your fiat money into something that holds its value, almost like putting your money in a time capsule. Let me break it down for you. Let me paint a picture. Let's say you have $20,000 in fiat currency, in US dollars. And then you have another $20,000 you invested into precious metals. So $40,000 total. 20 in your bank account and 20 in gold and silver. In 15, 20 years from now, the $20,000 in your bank account, what you can buy with that will have drastically gone down because the dollar's losing its purchasing power. Just like 20 or 10, 15, 20 years ago, $20,000 could have bought you a lot more than what it can today. So your money is basically dwindling before your eyes as the years go on. See, the $20,000 in gold and silver in 15, 20 years from now not only will have held its value, but the possibility and the probability of your stack growing in value is highly likely. See, do you get where I'm going with this? That's why you need to invest in the precious metals. But let me put it this way, because here's the tricky part. Just because you can click buy on APMEX and get the silver shipped right to your doorstep doesn't mean you're going to be able to make a profit. Because guess what? It's extremely easy to click buy, but it's not so easy to sell your silver. I'm not trying to push you away. I'm not trying to scare anyone away from precious metals. I just know that there's a lot of new beginner stackers, and I have to bring the reality to you because the longer you go on without this information, the more mistakes, the harder it's going to be to recover from this. See, I didn't learn all this till a couple of years in my silver stacking journey. If I would have known this right off the jump, it would have saved me a lot of time, money, and energy. So let's break it down. How do you successfully stack silver? Because that's the main component of this video, right? I'm talking about how you can fail stacking silver. So what goes against that is how to be successful. So let's talk a little bit about that. So to successfully stack silver, one, you have to understand the market of your silver. And each type of silver has different markets. Kookaburras, pandas move at a different pace than American eagles, which also move at a different pace than some slab coins, than gold, than constitutional silver. If you can understand and figure out your direction, your time frame of selling, then you can apply that to your stack and see which coins you should be buying. Patience, balance, and budgeting are the three most important words in the precious metals world. You got to have patience. Your coins aren't going to explode overnight. Sometimes your coins won't be really gaining price for another 10, 15, 20 years. So if you're only in the precious metals world to make a quick buck, then you shouldn't be buying a lot of these coins that you probably are buying. I hate to say it. See, American Eagles, that's your foundation. That's your bullion. You should the majority of your stack should be American Eagles, just because that's stability. If you're trying to build a house and the house doesn't have a strong foundation, the house will collapse. Same with your silver stack. The majority, especially in the beginning, if you're a beginner, buy as much silver for as cheap as possible. As much silver for as cheap as possible. Take advantages of the JM Bullion 10-ounce starter kits where you can get 10 ounces of silver at spot price. It's only one per household, but take advantage of that stuff. Go to your local coin shop. Go to the junk bin. Right, there's always a junk bin at your local coin shop. A lot of silver that's sold at spot price. Sometimes even under spot price if you get lucky or if you barter. But in the beginning, you should not be buying coins that you don't understand. Just like if I was going to go into the housing market, I wouldn't start investing money into property that I don't know all the information about. You got to understand your investment. So I purposely didn't start investing into Morgans until the last year or so. And that's because Morgans have a tricky market. If I would have started the first 2-3 years of my silver stacking journey buying Morgan silver dollars, I would have got so ripped off because I didn't understand the markets. I didn't understand the mintage numbers per year, how to grade, how to properly grade the coin without being a professional coin grader. I didn't know which years were more popular, which mints Carson City compared to the Philadelphia. Like, I didn't know any of that. Now that I do, now I'm investing into them. See, you got to understand, you will gain more experience as time goes on. But in the beginning, just buy bullion. It's that simple. So, as your silver stack grows and develops, what you like and don't like are going to change. Before, when I first started, I loved poured silver, poured bars. Now, I don't really care for it. I like more coins. I'm more of a coin guy. That will switch. Figure out what you like as quick as possible because that's definitely going to save you a lot of time, money, and energy. But you do got to have a plan. Have an emergency plan. And you do have to have fiat currency backed up as well. I know we always talk about how worthless fiat currency is, but at this day and age, it's still the most liquid asset. It's how you get food, money, water, shelter. You're not going to go pay your rent with a whole bunch of 1-ounce American Eagles, are you? No. So you need to have fiat currency saved up before you even start investing into precious metals. Before you invest a single ounce into gold and silver, you got to have money in the bank that's piled up. Because if you don't, as soon as your car breaks down, you have a medical bill, rent's due or something, you get fired, then you're going to sell your silver, usually at a loss because the coins haven't had enough time to appreciate in value yet. You usually sell your silver, pay off pay the car dealer or whatever it is, and then you have to rebuy the silver usually at a higher price than what you got it for. See, that's investing backwards. That's the wrong way to invest, but a lot of people do it. See, when you understand the true value of silver, everything makes sense. Separating your wants versus needs, realizing that just because you can buy something doesn't mean you can afford to buy it, right? Have you ever hold a $20 bill in your left hand and hold a 1-ounce coin in your right hand? Tell me which one seems more valuable. Heck, I could even say hold a $100 bill in your left hand and hold a 1-ounce silver coin in my right hand and see which one is more valuable. It's blatantly obvious. But you got to understand that. But let's get down to this. Your success is based off of how you're going to sell. So you should already be thinking about how you're going to sell a coin before you buy it. So if you're scrolling around on AppMex looking for some coins to invest into, think about your potential buyer. I always use that word potential buyer because a lot of times, just because someone's looking at your silver doesn't mean they're going to buy it, right? You're going to have to turn yourself into a business. So think about how you're going to sell that coin before you even buy it. Then that will get you in the perspective of, is this a good investment or is it not? I just made a video a couple days ago talking about the worst silver coins to buy. Silver coins that suck. I think the video was called Silver That Sucks. I'm talking about colored silver, proof eagles, like putting a bumper sticker on a Lamborghini. I'm talking about the anniversary years, a whole bunch of different types of silver that really just suck, right? There's no market. They're going to be extremely hard to sell. They're really expensive for no reason, right? And you want to stay away from that. Understand, I highly recommend, if you're a beginner, go check out that video. And then I made a video following that up. It's a video titled Silver That Doesn't Suck. Then I talk about all the good types of silver you should invest into. Go check out those two videos. Very good stuff. But I just want you guys to understand that when it comes time to sell, you gotta do it properly. Start thinking about that now. Start preparing. Which types of silver are you gonna sell first? Put a number down. Put a safety net number down. I'm not gonna sell my silver less than $24 an ounce, and stick to that. Stick to that. Or on the other end of impulsive buying, I'm not gonna buy silver more than $22 an ounce. Put that number in your head, so then when you're at your local coin shop or on AppMex and you're thinking out of emotion, thinking irrationally, it saves you from panic selling and impulse buying. Because that's where people get burned, is the panic selling and the impulse buying, acting off of emotion. I always say that, but that's so true, especially with how tense things are going right now, how chaotic. It's so easy to get distracted and to make a silly mistake that costs you a lot of money. So anyways, think about this. You're going to have to sell your silver. Some of it you can sell at your local coin shop. Some of it you're going to have to sell online. If you're investing into high premium silver coins like pandas, kookaburras, you cannot sell those at your local coin shop or you will get ripped off. You're going to have to sell those coins on eBay. Now, when you're selling on eBay, let me show you what that world's going to look like. You have to take 4, 5, 6 pictures per listing. So that's a couple thousand pictures, especially if you have several ounces of silver, right? Let's say you have 1,000 ounces of silver, 4 to 5, 6 pictures per listing. That's 4, 5, 6,000 pictures. Write out a description for every single one of those coins. Have to respond to all the customers, build a reputation on there, because who's going to believe your silver's real if you have no seller ratings? You also have to pay the PayPal fees, the eBay fees. It's going to take time for the money to transfer into your PayPal account. It's a full-time job within itself. That's the reality of it. Doesn't mean you have to do it all at once, and I wouldn't recommend that. When you're planning on liquidating your stack, it should be over a long period of time. Trying to do it all at once would just not be worth it. It would be a crap show. So I'm just trying to allow you guys to understand the reality of what it's going to be like to invest successfully. Because people think it's all peaches and rainbows and unicorns. A lot of times it is going to be stressful. Sometimes you are going to make bad mistakes. You're going to make mistakes that are going to cost you. I already have as well. But the whole point is learning from those mistakes, turning that around, looking at it as an opportunity to learn, a learning opportunity or room for growth, so you'll never make the same mistake again. I bet you won't. And we don't have time to kick ourselves in the butt. We don't have time to live in that pity state. If you're an investor, make a mistake, look at it, look what the problem was, fix it, and move on, right? If you live in your emotions, all beating yourself up and pouting, that's only going to make the problem worse. It's only going to be harder to recover from that, financially and emotionally, right? And that's the thing, silver stacking should be fun. It should be fun. If you're miserable, always stressed about it, then it's not even worth it. Your health, your peace of mind, your mental health is more important than any amount of money in the world. So if you're investing and you are just a train wreck, or you hate it, or just are living miserable because of it, but you want that dollar isn't worth it. Because guess what? As soon as you get to quote unquote where you want, whether that's making $1 million or whatever the case is, or you get the car or get the house, you're still gonna have to live in the house with yourself. And if you hate yourself, then what's the point? You gotta find happiness into it. If you're not happy with, or if you don't like investing in the precious metals, don't do it. Just like people ask me how to be a successful YouTuber. Well, I say do what you love. Do what you love. Learn to adapt, to adjust, and learn how to make better quality content. Always keep learning. Always keep bettering yourself, bettering your channel, and be consistent. Same things apply to silver stacking, right? You want to become better. You want to learn more. And that's when I say do your homework. When I say that, because I post the links to all these articles in my videos, do your homework, right? Because I'm doing my homework. I'm sitting here finding 6, 7, 8 articles a day, dissecting them, breaking them down, thinking about my perspective on it, what I agree with, what I don't agree with, and then I share it with you guys. But you guys should also be doing the same thing. What's going on in the economy? What's going on with the silver markets? You know, thinking about your stack. Is your stack balanced or not? What should you start focusing on more with your stack? What do you want to focus less on? What are your strong points? Right? Think about that stuff. Because if you do enjoy this, if you are having fun, then the end result could be financial freedom for not only you, but the rest of your family as well. So it's a win-win situation. It pays off. Your hard work will pay off, and it's fun to do as well. What else in the world can you say that about? So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least just entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I really wanted to make a video like this just to share a glimpse of hope, sharing the reality. I hope I didn't scare too many people away. Sharing the reality, but also sharing a glimpse of hope. And hopefully you will take this video to heart. You will break it down, apply it to your own stack, and you will become a very successful silver stacker, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.